What are your thoughts on guy best friends, girl best friends?
Guy best friends, girl best friends? What does that mean?
Like if she has a guy best friend.
And then other way around as well.
Yeah.
All right. Most guys are not going to be cool with their long-term girlfriend or their wives having a heterosexual man as their best friend, especially if she's beautiful. There's no way, unless the guy's either gay or he's got no game and he's a male orbiter, there's no way a dude is going to have a girl as a best friend if he's not secretly hoping to sleep with her or get his chance. That's just a fact of life. All men instinctually know that that ain't going to fly. Now, if she's not committed, then whatever. But if you're in a relationship with a girl and she has nothing but guy friends, she has no female friends, and her best friends are all guys, and they're heterosexual guys, those are the male orbiters. Those are the guys that are hoping someday, some way, somehow, they're going to get a shot.
But what about lifelong best friends? Like best friends you've known since you were
Like fourth grade
children
or something.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if they're hanging out and they're talking and they're your best friend and they're heterosexual, they want to sleep with you.
What if they're married?
Do you have a guy friend that's your best friend and he's married?
Yeah, with 2 kids.
And do you know his wife?
Yeah, I'm best friends with her too.
Same with me. I have a best friend who's living with his girlfriend.
Mike? And Michelle?
No, I'm talking about my best friend Andrew.
And do you hang out with him, just you and him?
All the time. He's a police officer.
No, and same with me
What do you guys do when you hang out? Sometimes I do ride-alongs and just sometimes
do you go to the bar and have drinks? Do you go to dinner together, lunches?
Not so much bars, but yeah, we'll go and we'll have a grub.
Just you and him, no wife.
Sometimes me and his wife go out. We get shit-faced.
So you're best friends with both of them. We're talking.
I mean, I'm closer with him, but I'm friends with her too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Where it's because typically in these situations, maybe that one case is the exception to the rule, but every time it's if the guy is friends with the girl, and he is not in a relationship, it's almost 100% of the time they're secretly carrying the torch.
But I think
no guy's gonna jive with that.
It just depends on how long they've known her too. Like in my case, I'm
How long have you been best friends with this guy?
I went to high school with both of them.
So you grew up with him?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's different.
I mean, I grew up with most of my guy friends that you're throwing in this bubble, but let me see another one. Also married. I don't hang out with his girlfriend. He just recently had a kid. I haven't seen him since he had the kid, except for once on his birthday.
And how long ago did you have the kid?
Like almost a year ago.
Yeah, so you haven't seen the dude in a year. That's not a best friend.
I saw him. No,
You said you've seen him once in a year. That's
since he had his kid.
That's not a best friend. That's an acquaintance.
But you guys we used talk to hang out all the time.
Do you guys talk frequently?
Yeah, we text. Even my dad texts him.
But the bottom line is you're not hanging out all the time. He's not your best friend.
I can't hang out with him all the time. He's a dad to a new baby.
Like I said, these situations that we're talking about and that I get emailed about are, like in this case, I assume it's a dude that wrote that.
Yeah.
And so his girlfriend has guy best friends that are single and they talk all the time and they want to hang out all the time. And in those cases, that dude's carrying a torch. You haven't seen this guy but once in a year, so that's not a best friend. That's an old high school buddy.
He's older than me.
Close friends are people that you hang out with a lot.
He's 42.
These are, I'm talking about people that are close and you hang out a lot, not somebody that you occasionally see once a year.
Yeah, because personally, I wouldn't like if the guy I'm dating has a girl best friend. There would have to be like boundaries where like if they plan to go get food together, I would have to come.
Even if it's a lifelong friend?
That would be different if they've known each other for like since childhood, little kids. Yeah. Then who am I to butt in? You just met me. But if it's a girl you've known for a year or two and you guys are best friends, I don't see a point of my significant other spending quality alone time with another girl. Getting food, going to the gym together, it's just like it's unnecessary to me.
Yeah.
Like unless you want to bring me around, then okay, that's cool. We could all hang out. But if you guys are going to do your own thing, I don't think so cuz I wouldn't be doing that with another guy.
Okay, I agree with you on that, and I can see like
Yeah.
where you're coming from. So for me, it's like when I hear that, I'm like, oh, but all of like my male friends are from back in the
Yeah,
day. I don't
Egypt.
have like from Egypt, like Egyptian times. Like I
Yeah.
don't have like new guy friends. So for me, if I were to have like a new guy friend, I would understand like
Yeah,
that's
the
not
question was
acceptable.
best friends, not somebody you've only seen once in a year. That's not a best friend.
But
Your old
can't have-
acquaintances from high school. He's not your best friend.
he's not an old acquaintance from high school. But yeah, okay, I
He
understand.
is.
Yeah, and like I've mentioned, like, and back to what I was saying as well. Like I'm 25 now. My best guy friend, I met him. We've been friends, super close since we were 12 years old. I've
See,
had
Is this the one that's tried to kiss you?
different.
no, that's a completely different guy. That guy I've known
That's a
for
completely
like
different best friend.
no, he's not. He's not even my best friend to begin with. I'm talking about my friend who lives in Orlando
So yeah,
with
the,
his girlfriend.
The question is best friends, and you're bringing some, acquaintances.
No,
from the
like
past.
okay,
It's not a
so
best friend.
this other one,
It's not a best friend.
Carl,
It's
the guy
nonsense.
Carl, who you're saying like I only is now an acquaintance of mine. We used to hang out all the time. We would hang out every weekend. We would go to the beach. We'd sit at Soho, like have drinks and everything. But then he got his girlfriend, and when he got
Seems
that
a little irritated
girlfriend,
about that. She's a little catty. See?
So
This
the
is
girl
it.
probably
That-
doesn't
you
like
proved
it.
my-
So this is what
proved my
happened.
point.
This is what happened.
Prove
So
my
when
point.
so when his wife, now wife, came along, she basically removed him from the friend group, and we
Yeah,
never
'cause
saw
women
him.
don't like that either.
Yeah.
We didn't see him anymore. So like yeah, she removed him, and like he was a big part of like the group, and I was like, where's Carl? Like what happened? And then there was a lot of back and forth between them. They got engaged. She gave back the ring. It was like this toxic relationship. So obviously, as one of his best friends, I was like, this is not good for you. Like, what are you doing? And obviously, they're still together. They're married. They have a child now.
And you're no longer. a
And
part of
I'm
his
no
life.
longer
because it's
part of the-
inappropriate. Because it's inappropriate.
Or she just doesn't like me and doesn't want me around.
It's not appropriate. I'd say you're a little clueless and naive when it comes to that.
I am, but why is
I
it?
feel like
But-
marriage is a lot more deeper than a boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah,
I
well,
would
the
definitely
question was best
understand.
friends, and she starts talking about all the dudes that she knows.
These
and,
are my
like,
best friends.
best friend.
Would
best,
you
there's
consider
them
as
close to
brothers?
somebody you hang out with,
Yes.
and
Like
talk
brothers.
to all
He
the
is a brother
time.
of mine.
Not somebody you hang out with once a year.
Now it's only once a year because she's in the picture.
Exactly. That's the case in point. That's the whole point of the question.
She ruined it. She ruined my friendship. So
I don't know. If I was married, then
So let's
I
put it this.
wouldn't.
So let's put the question this way: how would you feel about a single girl like her hanging out and being best friends with your boyfriend? You would not like that because you're the
Oh, yeah, no.
jealous
but
type.
if
You
I
will
was
not-
friends
if-
with him for so long, like over a decade.
But she's gonna be there. She's not gonna be cool with you hanging out with her boy. Just say you guys hang out and she meets one of your guy friends and they fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline is not gonna be cool with you hanging out one on one, going to drinks and partying with her boyfriend
I feel like
if she's not there.
yeah, I'd feel definitely more lenient if I knew you guys were like childhood friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to step in, but there's also boundaries of the girl best friend that like you guys can't talk as frequently as you used to. You know, like that friendship that was so close. I wouldn't want it to be that close.
Because you'd be like, why is he not
because I'm the
talking?
girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the queen now. You're just
Yes. Women want your attention
third
all
party.
the fucking time.
That's
That's
how I feel.
That's what his wife wants. His wife wants all of his attention, and she does not like you getting his attention because you're a pretty girl. And it's naive of you to think, oh, we're just friends. Like,
yeah.
How
I
long
just
have you known him again, Erica?
For like maybe 13, 14 years.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's a
don't
long
know.
time.
Long
Yeah.
fucking time.
I just don't like when other girls get the privilege or feel entitled with my person.
I mean, I can respect
know.
that and completely understand it, but it's a little mind-blowing to me that
It does suck for the
she's
friend, though. Yeah.
feeling that kind of way towards me, because if she would just speak to me like one-on-one about that,
Oh, she
then
never did.
no,
I would voice it.
she
No, yeah,
never
same
spoke
If
to me
my
about it.
boyfriend doesn't voice it, then I'll be like, listen, I don't like that you're always texting my boyfriend, calling him. I get you guys are best friends, but like, I'm the girlfriend now, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
No, of course.
And depending how the girl takes that, that's where our friendship will go. You know.
Right.
How do you
I
think
mean-
she broke her nails?
Getting eyeballs out.
Some of that cat scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it and I respect it. So, like, hearing that come from you, like, that definitely opens, like, my mind and my eyes to seeing a different perspective.
Mhm. Because everyone has their own opinions. Like, someone else might be like, oh, she's insecure, she's jealous, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't trust her boyfriend. But, like, there's
Right.
people have different, what's it called, views and preferences in relationships.
Yeah, and this the email that I was reading today, the girl, all the guy friends, all her closest friends are all dudes she used to sleep with, all former friends with benefits.
That's bad.
In that case, if I'm that dude, I was like, I don't think so.
That's
you,
definitely
and,
different.
you know, when a girl like that's like, hey, you know, where's this going? Which was how she brought up being exclusive. That's when you go, are you saying you want to be boyfriend girlfriend? You want to be exclusive? It was like, well, I'm willing to consider it, but you have all these guy friends that you used to have sex with, and when we go to dinner or we're out, it's like I see their names popping up in your phone all hours of the day and night. These are not guys that just want to be your pal or your buddy. They want to fuck you again. And if you want me to be exclusive and commit to you, then that shit's going to stop. And if you don't want that to stop, then we'll just continue to casually date, but I'm not going to be exclusive with you. And you got to understand, I want somebody that's going to be loyal and faithful. And that kind of behavior is not the behavior of somebody that's loyal, faithful, and respectful of our relationship. And if that's how you are, that's cool, but I'm not the guy for you. I don't want a woman that's hanging out with a bunch of dudes she used to fuck. That's not cool. Or they used to date in high school, and now they're just friends. That's reality.
That's their preference. Someone else might not care.
And like in your case, when you find your next Mr. Right, he's not going to like the soccer player being your best or one of your closest friends and hanging out with him.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we never slept together, so.
but
yeah.
we know, at least I know, because I've asked the questions, he likes you. He's attracted to you. I've talked to him myself.
He
and
might
I've
be
hit-
the next guy.
And I've heard the things that you've said. So the bottom line is he's carrying a torch for you. He likes you. He wants you. He told you that when he first met you, and you know that.
Yeah.
So you're grinning.
He might be the next guy. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe he won't have to worry about it because I already learned the whole cutting off the exes thing. I literally have like no guy friends.
But if you get together with somebody else and you get serious, that dude is not going to be cool with that.
Obviously.
But is that healthy? Like, should you have to cut off all of your guy friends?
I feel like it should be your own decision. Don't do it because someone else is telling you. You should do it because you think that's what's right. And if you don't feel like that's right, then don't do it. It's either like, you know, you're not going to be happy in a relationship if you're doing things you don't want to do.
Say you started dating the soccer player and he's really close to her and they hang out all the time. You can't, and then they do things together without you. You're not going to like that. That's going to
not?
bother you. Especially if you know he was always hoping to date Caroline.
Yeah, let's talk about how about the girl best friends? What do you guys think about that? Like if you're dating a guy and he has a girl best friend.
I think there would definitely be a little bit jealousy, but I would get over it unless there is.
You see
Like,
her
oh.
posting like, oh, they're at the beach.
Right.
And
If
you're like,
she made it seem.
And you could tell she likes your man.
If she made it seem like they were dating, then that's like one thing. But if it was platonic all the way, I would have no problem.
Yeah, if they went to high school together or grew up and it's always been platonic, maybe they used
Yeah.
to double date or whatever, they just never liked each other that way.
She
Maybe.
went over to the mom's house. They had family dinners. I'm cool with that.
If it's like a lifelong circumstance, just
Yeah.
like with the guys, I think it's the same thing. The only difference, which I think has nothing to do with both genders, is if they've had a history together, whether they've been whether they're exes or they've slept together. But the whole lifelong thing, I don't think that's anything to worry about. But if there's like an issue with, say, either you or the other person, there has to be some kind of communication.
Absolutely.
Because it wouldn't be fair for your best friend to have to cut you off when there's nothing going on and the other person's just having intrusive thoughts and being paranoid. That's why there has to be a communication.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boundaries. Gotta set boundaries.
There it is.